Just customizing a supercar costs millions of dollars, buying an entire private island, and a house so expensive that it will make your head spin. These are just some of the craziest expenses of the richest YouTubers in the world. These YouTubers earn so much money every month that they spend more than billionaires. For example, according to Jake Paul, the thing you see by the pool costs twice as much as his entire house. There are only 3 of them in the world, and Jake had to pay about $1.2 million to buy it. But if you think that the astronaut statue is the most amazing, then take a look at the entire house. Jake jokingly named this palace-like house the Taj Mahal. This compound of about 12,800 square feet has 8 bedrooms, a guest house, a 6-car garage, and a whole well. The biggest road is a TV. The house is so big that you have to take a map to get around inside. And such a royal life is expensive, but buying this royal house Jack had to spend about $160 million, all of which was earned by Jack. From the content of his work, another member of the Paul family, Logan Paul, seems to have caused an even bigger road accident. I'm actually talking about prehistoric dinosaurs. That's about 66 million, that is, about 66 million years ago. The skull skeleton of a Triceratops dinosaur, which is about 66 million years old, is not in a museum or with researchers, but is adorned in Logan's living room, which costs about $1.5 million. When it comes to dinosaurs, we also have to talk about Logan's love for Pokemon cards because in the last few years, Logan has gone crazy for collecting Pokemon cards, so much so that in 2022, he spent $3.5 million to buy a bunch of fake cards. Yes, after spending millions of dollars, he ended up with some fake cards, but even that didn't stop him. Just 6 months later, Logan bought the most valuable Pokemon card, Pikachu Illustrator. This piece of cardboard costs about $5.3 million and Logan is walking around with it on a chain. When Logan gets the role, PewDiePie is walking around in the sky. Felix Arbit PewDiePie is someone who can't go anywhere if his beloved pet dog can't go. When Christmas came to settle in Japan in 2022, a big problem arose. PewDiePie's pug dog Edgar was actually so overweight that he had gained a lot of weight, so there was no way for him to go on a commercial flight. A private jet was the only solution for him, and to say the least, it was a real game changer for those who rode in private jets. For this one flight, the purifier had to cost about $80,000. ISO speed clothes. When it comes to such a huge expense behind the dog, we need to talk a little about ISO speed. The boy is actually completely crazy. So crazy that he bought the most expensive item in the history of the Roblox game. Don't even think about it wrong. 2 lakh someone actually did this when they had endless money or were completely crazy speed, but this is exactly what happened. 18 million rubles, and $200,000 disappeared from their bank account. ZC YouTuber ZDEC once bought the world's most expensive pen for $110,000. And the funny thing is, it's actually very simple. For that kind of money, everyone expected it to be at least encrusted with diamonds or to write on its own. But no, it wasn't. It wasn't even given ink with the pen. Now, let's see what YouTuber Unspeakable is doing with his money. It's hard to even think about what he's doing. He wanted a house where all his videos could be shot, so he bought a huge mega mansion on a private island. It's not a house in an elite neighborhood in the city. This man is so rich that he bought a whole resort. It can be said that the inside of the house is no less than that. There are 5 bedrooms, a games room, his own movie theater. And the fun doesn't end here. Because the real fun is outside the house. Think of someone's house. There is a whole lake surrounding the garden outside. If you want, You can go around the backyard of your house on a ZDEC. Of course, such a luxurious arrangement doesn't come cheap. This dream the house cost unspeakable about $2.9 million. It's incredible, isn't it? KSI, who is a partner in Prime Energy Drink with Logan Paul, is known to his friends for his love of flashy jewelry. He spent about $150,000 just on the nameplate and didn't stop there. He also bought a luxurious watch with matching diamonds. The watch is actually a factory-set diamond-studded Rolex Desert model that costs about $200,000. It's a lot of money just to tell the time, but even the watch and chain are nothing compared to his most cherished possessions. KSI specially ordered a chain in the shape of the Dragon Ball series Lord Beerus character. This fancy chain is made of white gold and studded with diamonds. It cost him $500,000. Popular tech YouTuber Marquis Brownlee is literally living Gucci live. The luxury fashion brand announced that they will only be making 100 limited edition Gucci as soon as he heard the news that the Xbox console would be released. He did not hesitate for a moment and ordered one for himself. As the host of YouTube's top tech channel, he is always ready to pour money into the strangest and most expensive gadgets in the market, and this particular Xbox cost Marquis Brownlee about $10,000. Just think about it. Tech YouTuber Arun Maini, also known as Mr. Hujda Boss, spent $1.7 lakh on a smartphone. In the world of technology, the price of some gadgets can be skyrocketing, but this mobile called Caviar Gold phone is nowhere near this. This phone is so expensive that the website does not want to charge the full price at once. Due to bank restrictions, all payments cannot be made at once. Getting this phone can be called an expedition. It will arrive to you in a briefcase with a 6-digit lock. Inside that box will be a gold-plated business card, AirPods, and the phone will be a Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra with 1 kilogram of pure gold on it. So much gold has been applied that even the cameras on the back of the phone are covered in gold. It's completely blackened. After all this, you think that the phone will be outdated next year. Don't worry. This phone will be replaced with the next version phone automatically when the new model comes out. Kaizento Kato has bought an entire house for millions of dollars just to store extra stuff. He laughed and said in a stream that he bought his first personal house. It seems that he has bought so many random things that there is no room to store them. Kai even bought a separate house for his hobby at a cost of $110,000. Of course, you have to admit that this Iron Man armor has great features. It has great sound effects. He even shoots laser beams in his hands. MrBeast. But no one is as good at playing money as MrBeast. Just looking at the titles of his YouTube videos, you can understand that this man does not take anything lightly. Jimmy himself said that it costs him almost as much to make a movie to make each video. In other words, his budget for each video is at least $2.5 million, but he doesn't just work. He also enjoys luxury. For his retirement, he spends $500,000 on a luxury plane ticket or spends $250,000 on a vacation at an expensive resort. He even gives away whatever he wants to others for free. These are not ordinary gifts.